going to share something with you. That might put me in a very negative light, yeah.
Relationships are not my forte.
See if someone grabbed up my wife or something, completely different ballgame.
I'll walk away from here, and this has been like a therapy session.
Oscar Bevis, IFL TV, proudly sponsored by Ghaz. Ghaz joins me. The smile on your face says it all. It's a really big fight, and I bet you are massively excited.
I'm super excited. I just can't wait for this fight to happen. It was supposed to happen a couple of months ago, but it didn't. It's been postponed to this day, and I'm 100% ready for this fight. And I'm just super excited. I can't wait.
So I don't want to jinx it. Fingers crossed we do get to see you two in the ring, and it does happen this time. But when you kind of see the fight posters and everyone's talking about it, it must seem real. But seeing Reece here coming face to face, seeing the belts, does today make it that little bit more real? You're kind of like, yeah, this is really it now.
Absolutely. Seeing the belts, going face to face with Reece, it just makes me more excited, and it just, I just can't wait to get in the ring, and that's the only thing that's left. Get in the ring and fight. Because the preparation for this fight, being even 5 weeks away from the fight, it's been absolutely great. I've been training super hard, and I've still got 5 weeks left, and I'm in top shape right now. I'm ready to fight next week.
Well, speaking to you, obviously now, and speaking to Reece, it's two very different scenarios in terms of you're an undefeated fighter as a pro. He's taken a defeat as a pro in his biggest fight out of all of his against Lee Wood. When you pit an undefeated fighter against someone who's got a defeat, I suppose the both of you go in with very different pressures on your back. Maybe you don't want to face your first defeat, and he can't really afford another defeat.
Yeah, true. I'm an undefeated fighter, but that doesn't really get to me. I'm super confident that I'm gonna go in there and just do a job. I've had 18 fights, and I know that this is gonna be a lot more harder than all my previous fights. This is the hardest fight, up to date. But whatever he brings on the fight night, I'm gonna be ready 100%. And I've sparred with him before, obviously sparring and fighting is completely different. But I know exactly what Reece is gonna bring to the ring, and I'm gonna be ready for whatever he brings on the night.
Yeah, that was kind of going to be my next question. Obviously, we talk about that sparring. As you said, sparring is sparring. Can you really use that in your preparation? Because like you said, I suppose you've got an idea of what Reece might bring from sharing rounds with him, but can you use it too much in your preparation when, of course, this isn't a spar? So can you concentrate on that too much? Or?
Not necessarily. Like I said, fighting and sparring is completely different. 8-ounce gloves and 16-ounce gloves, head guard and everything else. No pressure in sparring, but so is fight. It's completely different. But to an extent, you can do. But the thing with Reece is he's just one-dimensional fighter. He just comes forward and that's it really. But even whatever he brings, like I said, whatever he brings on the fight night, I'm going to be ready for it, and I'm going to have an answer for it.
Are you kind of presuming that, and I'm not kind of trying to drag your game plan out of you at all, but are you kind of presuming that Reece is going to come forward and look for big shots, essentially?
Possibly, yeah. If he does that, I've got an answer to that. Me and my trainer, we've been working hard in the gym, and I've watched Reece fight, many times, and like I said, we've got a few game plans, and whatever style, whatever way he want to box, I'll be ready for it.
One thing I do know is if you're sitting there 19-0 with both of them belts, surely you're one of the best placed fighters in the country to land a massive fight. Undefeated in 19, both of them straps. You could be seriously well placed for a massive 2023.
Absolutely, and I'm not gonna let go. I'm not gonna let this fight go. I'm gonna grab it with both hands, and I'm gonna make sure that I win this fight. And because I know this fight can open up so many doors in every way, shape or form. So come February 10th, I'm going to be ready and I'm going to be victorious.
There's a little bit of a derby as well, so I know you two you don't hate each other, but I suppose nearer the time it might get a little bit spicy maybe.
Maybe not.
Maybe just on the night, it'd be a huge atmosphere.
Maybe, yeah, on the night, yeah. But I've got nothing against Reece. I'm just gonna go in there and do a job. I've been doing this all my life, and come fight night, it's just gonna be another fight, and I'm gonna perform, and I'm gonna be 100%.
I'm gonna share something with you. That might put me in a very negative light. Yeah.
Relationships are not my forte.
See if someone grabbed up my wife or something. Completely different ballgame.
I'll walk away from it, and this has been like a therapy session.